Did you do the first one of these? Okay.
I think, yeah.
The entertainment industry is a 700, give or take a few recession, $1 billion a year business. In the United States alone, LA is the creative capital since 1995. We brought you interesting and informative guests who are among the industry's movers, shakers, and decision makers in a weekly, unprecedented, unvarnished look through the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth into what really goes on behind the scenes in the recording, film, and television industries. We are also fierce advocates for the rights of those in the creative community, whether they be songwriters, composers, actors, writers, artists, all those who use their creativity to enhance the lives of the human experience around the globe. And we explore how the shifting, prevailing, and sometimes howling winds of Washington, Sacramento, and LA politics affect all of us in and out of the entertainment business. Good evening, and welcome to Sam Brown's For the Record. I'm Sam Brown, your host on this one-of-a-kind worldwide radio talk show. And for those of you who are our regular listeners and are used to calling in during the program, we're not broadcasting live yet again, so there will be no phone-ins. However, we are broadcasting on Ustream TV, and you can stream us. You can stream us at the letter stream.tv/channel/S Brown KPFK. Is that correct, David?
S Brown KPFK -live.
Dash live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can just go to ustream.tv/S Brown KPFK and you'll
That'll
see
get
all
it.
the shows there.
Okay, I'm going to have
Yeah.
to change that in my copy.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a fantastic show for you because we are, as we are every single week, more than just talk. My co-host for the evening, once again, the lovely, the talented, the La Fleur de Lis, LaFern Cousat.
Yes, yes. Hi, Sam. It's great to be here. You know what? Why
Right.
don't we just come up with like a bit.ly thing for it? Like just shorten it all together. bit.ly.com/.
Well,
S Brown.
I'll leave that up to David. David
I
can do
don't
that.
know. Just Google it. I don't know. It's just pet people. Anyway, I'm so very happy to be
How many
here,
times
Sam
do
Brown.
you have to walk in a day?
How many times do I have to walk the line in a day?
Walk your pet peeve.
You know, a lot, actually. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Hey, Sam, this is part 2 of the most lucrative and oldest aspect of the music business, which is by far the publishing business.
And tonight we have with us 2 A-list entertainment attorneys who I've known and worked with for a combined 20 years, and with respectful disclosure, I've also hired them from time to time. They'll be here to answer those and a host of other questions regarding our ongoing series of reports we've titled Inside the Publishing Business. Today's show is part 2 of how to publish your songs, or not.
But first, Mr. Dave Banta, award-winning recording engineer, producer, and software instructor, who is here with us with his Dave Banta's Home Recording Studio Tips and Advice, how to make your recording projects run smoother and sound better. As we begin our show in 60 seconds, so stay tuned for
Sam Brown's For the Record. We are, as always, what?
More Than Just Talk.
Yes, we are more than just talk. That's our show for today, how to publish your own songs or not. Our guests will be here shortly for that conversation. Dave Banta has got, what have you got first, Dave? Well, actually, let's do this quick break, and then we'll come back to you.
Come back to you. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be me. was it?
Normally I do that,
Yeah.
but I've decided to, I had too much. I said, I said I'll put a little more on your plate.
Oh, that's
Give you
very
some more.
nice.
Cut you a little thicker slice of the rib, prime rib. All right, David, you're patiently waiting. You're such a patient
Yeah.
man. What have you got for us this week?
Well, you know, I went to buy some blank DVDs and CDs this past week, and I walked into Fry's and looked at the aisle, and I was like, how do I know which is good and which is right and which is bad? How do I know if the cheap ones are bad and the expensive ones are better? What is a plus? What is a minus? What is a dual-sided? What is a dual layered? So I looked it up. I actually looked it up.
Now it's amazing that an engineer of your stature doesn't know that. I didn't know. I just know I have to buy
You know,
minus.
what it comes down to is most players in fact, all players since 2004 will play plus or minus.
Really?
Yeah, plus or minus. What it comes down to, long story short, is just in general, DVD plus R W's or plus R's are usually better for storing data, especially if you're using rewritable ones. And if you're doing a movie, putting a movie like one that you would watch in a movie player on your television, usually DVD minus R is the best choice. And the reason is, up until 2004, DVD players that you would watch on your TV wouldn't play the plus format, only the minus format. Long story short, they're just basically two different formats and two different, the same kind of disc sort of. They were developed side by side, and none ever took over
With
the other one.
with two competing companies.
Well, no, it wasn't two competing companies. No company actually did this. It was
Because
groups,
usually it's
groups
Philips
of
and Sony
companies.
are in that.
Actually, Pioneer was like the